Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Crystle Sky. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every single time that we upload a new free-flowing video on this YouTube space. And on this YouTube space, we are creating a Mustang community of free, beautiful, amazing, wonderful, soaring high spirits. I am so grateful and thankful to have this YouTube space and to have this YouTube channel. I'm extra grateful to each and every one of you that subscribe, each and every one of you that happens to be a traveler and just watches the video. Feel free to leave a comment down below just to say hello. And also, I'd like to hear some more about you guys because I've been getting some really great comments, just meeting new people on here and you know, really connecting with our subscribers. So feel free to tell me a little bit about yourself down below. Make sure to hit the like button because I hear in the little world of YouTube that it helps promote the videos. So I would really appreciate it if you thumbs up this video if you feel called to it and if you like it once you see it, because I think that'll help this YouTube channel grow even more. We have been getting some people from all over the world you know, subscribing to the channel, leaving comments. It's been such an honor and such a humbling experience to be able to connect with people globally. So thank you for that, you guys. Literally, thank you. So today's, I wanted to make a YouTube video on something that is no surprise to those of you that have been following the channel for a while now, is that I love skincare. I love skincare for multiple reasons. One is that, you know, it keeps your skin looking youthful, young, radiant. It makes you feel good. It raises your confidence. But another thing is that I really think that skincare is a way, it's a ritual. It's a therapy. It really is. It's therapeutic. It's a ritual. And I think that it really sets the tone for the day, sets the tone for the evening, sets your mood. It helps to really elevate your vibration. If you're going through a difficult time, it's going to raise that vibration. If you're having the time of your life, it's going to maintain that vibration. So I think skincare is, you know, in the main industry of things globally, it's focused on fine lines, wrinkles, keeping you youthful, keeping you young, and all of those things are amazing. You know what I mean? I think it's beautiful that you want to keep your skin youthful and young and looking good and all of these amazing things. But there's actually a deeper meaning to skincare, and that is skincare is self-care. Self-care is love. And when you love yourself first, you can love the greater good and the greater globe. Skincare can really change our world. You know, it might sound silly, it might sound cheesy and funny and all of these wonderful things, but skincare can really make a difference in our world by just doing something for yourself. I know the previous video we did something on how to put yourself first. So those of you that haven't seen it, I encourage you to go take a peek at it. It's just a really quick basic, you know, how to love yourself first. But skincare is something that is super duper important. It's really important. And those of you may not have any of these things, don't worry about it. Because at the bottom of the video, I'll kind of go over some rituals that you might find useful. So in this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk a little bit about each of the products that I use. This is not everything that I use. It's just the basic quickie onesie kind of, you know, throw it together kind of thing. And maybe I'll do a YouTube video on all the products I have. I think that might be fun. But today I'm going to keep it super chill and super basic because I know that, you know, yesterday was Thanksgiving. So probably all of you guys are like, you know, at a Thanksgiving hangover today. And today is Black Friday. So I thought it would only be fitting to kind of go over some products that you might be, you know, inquiring about purchasing. Maybe not Tatcha, but in general. So the first thing that I do, and I've already done my first step, which is wash my face. I did that already and brushed my teeth and stuff. So I did wash my face, you guys, but I am going to be applying some of this stuff on camera as well so that you can kind of see how I do it. So this is a deep cleanse. I just got this not that long ago. It's by Tatcha. You guys know I love Tatcha. I'm not going to talk too much on why I love Tatcha in this video, although I love to blab, but I am going to touch a little bit base of why I love Tatcha so much. And the reason why I love Tatcha so much is because it's been there for me. through so many different times in my life. It's really been a true ritual. It's not just slap on the product and head out the door. When I put this on, I have intention in my skincare. And you know, I've always had this idea that when you put your intention into your skincare and your love, your gratitude, and you have, you know, you have your products have a voice, I always think that it just amplifies whatever you're doing and whatever you're using. So I found a video, YouTube video of the founder, Vicky, and she had this really cute video of her getting dressed in the morning, or, you know, her skincare. And she mentioned the importance of the the importance of just having the intention in the skincare. And I thought that was so amazing, because it was like, for the first time, I had heard somebody feel the same way that I do about skincare. You know, all these other brands are, oh, this is gonna, you know, night repair, this and that, and oh, you know, all these brands and high, you know, department, you know, store skincare people selling their stuff. And it's like, you know, I do love that stuff, don't get me wrong, but like, it was the first time that I actually felt that somebody understood how I truly felt on a deeper level of skincare. It was so miraculous. So but then I started using Tatcha and converting to it and noticing a difference in my skin, noticing a difference in my vibration, noticing a difference in my mood, how I feel, and just an overall sense of well-being. And that's why I love it. There's so much more deeper things of why I love Tatcha, not just as a product, but just as a company and how I feel about them. And again, I'm not going to go into this too much on this video, just because the scope is focusing on the ritual of the intention of putting things on your face and what they do. So now that I blabbed a little bit more on that stuff, going back to the face wash, I do have multiple face washes by Tatcha, and I do have a nighttime skincare routine, which I probably will do a separate video on a PM nighttime skincare routine, and I introduce my masks and stuff. I will do that later, but just for the keeping the scope of the basic video, right? So much for basic after I blabbed a bunch, but this is the deep cleanse. Like I said, I just recently got it. I still am using the rice wash. Amazing. It's a purple bottle. It's fabulous. I'm in love with the rice wash. Super in love with it. And then I got this one, and this one has really been fun. It's really, really been amazing, and I've been enjoying it. So what I do as step one in the morning is, you know, apart from, you know, brushing your teeth, combing your hair, things like that. So just based on my skin, is I will do two things. I will either wash my face with just plain cold or warm water and not use any face wash. If the night before I happen to put on a bunch of oil or face masks or anything that's a little bit, that could cause some residue, then I will go in with this. This usually I will use at night, or, you know, whenever I feel like I need to wash my face that, you know, feels a little gunky. Or in the morning, like I said, if I wash it just with plain water, it's usually those nights where I don't put a whole bunch of product and the product is already sunken in my skin, and then I just go over it with light water. But on days when I put on oils or anything that I think has a residue, I don't want that residue to carry on throughout the day. So I will go in with this deep wash. Now this morning, for the sake of the video, I did wash my face with this face wash. So you guys can see, I usually don't really have any makeup or anything on when I do these videos. But I just wanted to show you guys, my face has just been freshly washed like maybe 10 minutes ago before I started the camera. So this is what I washed my face with. It's been really good to me on so many different levels, and it's got some really cool ingredients in it. I'm not going to go off on the ingredients, but what I will say about this face wash, and what I will say about the ritual, is when I put the face wash, when I put the product in my hand, I will put the face wash in my hand, and as I'm rubbing it, I tell myself, thank you for the gift of this face wash. Thank you for allowing me to be able to have this face wash. Thank you for this face wash nourishing my skin, washing away sadness, washing away anger, washing away negative energy, washing away tiredness, washing away all of my past, washing away yesterday, and preparing me for positive energy, preparing me for love, preparing me for amazing opportunities, for nourishing me and preparing me for the ultimate amounts of good and gentle healing. Thank you for this beautiful face wash that's preparing my skin for good things. Thank you for my good health, my well-being, my beautiful little family, and the wonderful people I have in my life. Thank you for my experiences, and thank you for my self-growth. Thank you for preparing me for an amazing journey ahead. And today is a new beginning, and thank you for the preparation. So I know that that might sound like a whole bunch, but that is usually around what I say when I wash my face. It may not be word for word every single day, but it's genuinely in that vicinity of gratitude, washing away negative energy and preparing me for positive energy, preparing me for positive opportunities, for love and self-care, and preparing the day to make it amazing and the best one yet, right? So that's what I usually do, and I set the intention, and I'm very grateful to that. So then next in line, sometimes I'll use a serum, sometimes I won't. Usually if I use an essence, I won't use a serum because I know that essences or serums are way different. I do know that. But for me, I like the feeling, how my skin feels of just using an essence. Especially like during the day, I can throw on the essence, throw on all the other stuff, and then you don't have like 90 things on your face that are full of goop, So this essence is an incredible, incredible product. It's one of my favorite products, actually. And it seems like it's expensive water. It probably is expensive water, but remember, water is healing. So to me, it's well worth it to buy this essence. So it's infused with many different minerals. And I did not put anything on yet, like I mentioned before. So I'm going to put it on the content today. So when I prep my skin with the essence, again, it's kind of water-based, but it has vitamins. So again, I'll just kind of sit here with my beautiful essence and I will just thank it. So first of all, I just want to thank you, beautiful essence, for coming to me and prepping my skin for an amazing day ahead, for being able to love myself and to have just great opportunities come to me every day. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity of using you and putting you on my skin. Thank you so much. And the intention here is always different. Sometimes when I apply it, my intention usually is different. But today I'm going to say, because we're making this amazing video, that my intention is that all who see this video find nourishment, and all who see this video find love, and maybe grow this YouTube channel together, full of continuous success, continuous growth, and continuous love, and just being beautiful. We are all individuals. We are never going to be the same. We're never going to be like anybody else. So we really have to show the world our unique genuinity and our love. No matter what shape, no matter what size, no matter what gender, color, ethnicity, we are all beautiful. We are all human and created as equal. And I ask this beautiful essence to just come into my skin, nourish it, and provide me with protection, safety, and the ability to absorb positive energies and good positive opportunities. So that's what I do. Stick that on there. And then depending on which one, I have the white one as well. It's the, what is the white one called? I forgot what the white one's called. I'm so sorry. But I do have the white one, and that's like a in between of these two. And I do love that one quite a bit as well. The Dewey's a little bit thicker, so usually I'll either wear that at night or I'll wear it when my skin feels like it needs some, you know, a pick-me-up. And I will also wear the Dewy on mornings when I feel, again, like my skin really needs just some extra love and attention. Sometimes I'll actually wear it as well during my period time, my moon cycles, because when I'm on my moon time, your skin does change a little bit. And so it's helpful to know your skin. It's helpful to have a good relationship with your skin, because then you can know what product you need for the day. It doesn't always have to be dewy, you know, 365 days or 366 depending on leap year, but but it doesn't always have to be this one. You can have this one, or you know, not even Tatcha brand. You could go for a different brand, or you know, a little bit more more affordable brand, but you always want to have at least 2 different kinds of moisturizers, because sometimes you need to go in a little heavier, sometimes you need to go in a little lighter, so it just depends. But today I think my skin kind of feels pretty decent, so I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to show you guys what this one looks like just to, it's so beautiful. It is purple, and those of you that don't really care for fragrance and the, you know, the no fragrance community, this probably wouldn't be for you, but if you enjoy fragrance as much as I do, this one will be for you. I know that fragrance isn't always the best for your skin, but fragrance for me is the best for my mind. So that's why I go with fragrance. And it's not a heavy fragrance. So if you guys are like thinking it's like, you know, like a perfume and you know what I mean? It's not that fragrant. But let's go in with this one. This one's the water cream. It's one that I really use often. And you see, it's just an amazing, amazing product. One day I want to meet the founder of Tatcha. And one day I want to do a YouTube tour video of Tatcha. Maybe like go interview them, and then maybe like see, you know, their facility and stuff like that. I think it'd be really, really cool. So I know that they, you know, suggest using a tiny little bit, you know, of a dot, and then you like dot. That's not me. And, you know, however you want to put your skincare on is however you want to put it. I don't think you should be nitpicked on, oh, you're using too much, too less, blah, blah, blah. You know your skin, you know you know. So I don't think based on the amount, I'm not going to tell you how much to use and not, because I don't know. I know what my skin needs, and it needs more than a dot. You know what I mean? Especially in the climate that we are in. With this weather and environment, it needs way more. So what I'll do is I'll take, you know, a good size amount, and I'll rub it in my fingers. And we already applied the essence, so now we're going to put the moisture in. And I just kind of rub it together. I kind of feel it. And then kind of like a beautiful, beautiful love, I just put it over, and I rub it again. I put it here and here and here. And then I start to rub it in. When I rub it in, I kind of go in small little ocular circles, because what I want to do is I not only want to just slap it on and call it good, but I want to spend some time loving my face and massaging my face. And when you massage your face, you get good circulation, good blood flow. Now, some people, I do use sometimes an eye cream. You don't always have to, but I will take the product and I will kind of stick it underneath. Again, I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician. I'm just showing you what I do. So I do stick it under there. And then I massage it in to really get that beautiful love. And you don't want to like I'm pretty sure it might seem a little bit more aggressive on camera that I'm like rubbing pretty hard, but I'm actually not. I'm being as gentle as I can, because you don't want to tug at your skin too much. But you also want to be a little bit getting in the goods too, to make sure that you know, rub it all in and get everything that you want into it. So I usually put it on, and then when I put it on, this is the part where I literally just focus on me, my self-love, being content with my skin, whatever that position is for the day, whether it's a little oily, if I have a small breakout from moon cycles, and grateful to this beautiful shell, and excited for the day, excited for the new opportunities. And I'm proud of myself of how far I've come and how far I'm going. Proud of myself for being a good-hearted human being. Because I think I am a good-hearted human being, as best as I can be. And thankful, loving myself, and using this time as a beautiful, powerful meditation. So once I put my moisturizer, I sometimes meditate for a little bit longer. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to do it that much or that long, but I'm going to give it a couple seconds. And if you just want to put your palms up for guidance, you could put your palms down for grounding. I'm going to put my palms up for guidance, and after I put my moisturizer, I just give it, some time. Again, for the scope of the video, I'm not going to do huge meditation, but I invite you guys to do a 20-second meditation, with me right now. So when we get done with that, I go in with sunscreen. If it's nighttime, I don't put sunscreen on, but during the day I do put sunscreen on. And if I don't put sunscreen on, it's usually because I'm going to have my face covered in some, some way that, you could barely see my eyes kind of thing. And, oh, by the way, this is Biossance. It's the squalene zinc sheer mineral, and it's broad spectrum, 30 UVA, UVB, products and moisturizes the face, and moisturizes the face, and it's PA and 3 pluses. So super duper important. It's a zinc 14% sunscreen. I'm gone through many sunscreens in my life, and this is one of my favorites. It's one of my ultimate favorites. Biossance is another great product that I really enjoy using. I like their sunscreen. I like their rose oil. I have a serum, a night serum from them. The only product, and I do like the elderberry jelly face wash. I think that one's amazing. The only product I'm not too big on is the it's their new face wash, and I ordered it, and I ordered a bottle, and I haven't touched it after I used it the first, I think I gave it 2 tries, and I didn't care for it. It has an end product in there that's not working out for my skin, and it actually made my skin very dry and kind of start to have some peeling. That was not good by any means. So that was the only product. Not to say that it's not a good product. I think that the ingredients are fabulous in that product, but it's not for me. It might work for you guys though. Any of you guys, we all have different skin types. So, please don't consider it like, oh, because she didn't like it and it dried out her skin, it's not going to work for me. It could work for you because, again, we all have different skin. I'm just talking about myself. I did not like that one. It really, really kind of was too harsh on my skin. So, but Biossance in general is a great brand. I really highly recommend it for sunscreens, for the oils, for anything that you want to try. I think it's a pretty cool brand. So anyway, getting back to this. So I shake it up a little bit. And when I put the sunscreen on, I really have intention of protection. So my intention of protection is not just sun, although it is made for the sun, and probably some pollution too. So the intention, of course, the product is to protect me from the sun, all the things that I need protection from the sun, because there's other things that are good for you. So, you know, protect me, please, from the sun and the damage and anything harmful from the sun and the environment, pollution, things like that. But I go in with another intention when I put this on, and that is to protect me from negative energy, protect me from evil, protect me from all of the negative energy, and protect me from anything that no longer serves me and isn't good for me and my little family. So I put this protection of safety, protection of love, protection of just keeping me safe, my vessel safe, my temple safe, my organs safe, and keeping me safe from any disease, illnesses, sadness, negative energies, just really protecting me from evil, and just really shielding me. That this is a shield of protection and an intention of protection to only keep good around me. So that's what I use this for. And I know sometimes it sounds silly, but the intention of having a good sunscreen and having a good protection, not just physically, but energetically, emotionally, spiritually, like all of these things, I think is super duper important. So I usually take, you know, good size amount. They say about a teaspoon or tablespoon. I probably do about that. If not, sometimes I go in and glop it on even more. So I kind of warm it up a little bit, because this one kind of gets thick. Not thick, but, you know, just has a texture to it. So I kind of warm it up in my fingers. And again, the way I like to apply things is I like to just put a bunch on like this. And then I go in and then I'll rub it in and kind of connect it. So here we have this. And I don't want to rush this part because it's important. So I'm not going to just like, okay, you know what I mean? Now, if you're super duper like extra busy and, you know, you've got to like really head out the house, then that's not an issue to hurry it up. But I like to just take this time to really, really nurture my skin. Again, give it a nice little massage. Circulate all of those beautiful muscles in my face. And I like to rub it in to make sure it's not staying goopy. You know, sometimes sunscreens can seem goopy, but the thing is, if they're goopy or not goopy, they're protecting you from skin cancers and protecting you from environmental aggressors. So it's sometimes like, maybe it's not always the most comfortable thing to wear, but it's the best for you, you know? Sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zones a little bit in order to grow and in order to become the best that we can be. And so if you think about having some sunscreen on your face, it's not always the most comfortable. I'm not talking about like it burning your eyes or being so goopy that it's like dripping all over the place, but you know, some sunscreens do have a little bit of a like a goop thing, you know, till they dry down a little bit, and not many people like to wait for it to dry down. But think of it as you already taking your first step in getting out of your comfort zone. Because sometimes if it doesn't feel comfortable all the time wearing a sunscreen, you know, for the first 15 minutes or so till it dries, then those 15 minutes are you becoming a better individual, because you're already getting out of your comfort zone. That's one step of you getting out of your comfort zone and becoming a better person. When you get out of your comfort zone, amazing opportunities can start opening up for you. Amazing opportunities can start just opening up and really coming to you in some positive ways. start meeting people that are going to lead you in the right direction. You can, you know, have more self-confidence and, you know, be more bold about asking for things from people if you need things, or your business might grow because you have more capability and more skill by going out of your comfort zone and taking a class that seems hard. So I think sunscreen can teach us so many things. It's not always just about protection, although it is designed for protection, but I think sunscreen can allow us to really open up our ideas of stepping out of the comfort zone and being a little dewy, being a little shiny, you know what I mean? And having that little goopy feeling, I personally kind of like, because it teaches me that I'm already stepping out of my comfort zone and I'm already exploring a new journey. It's going to take me to happiness. You know, it's going to take me to my dream house. It's going to take me to my dream property with my horses on it. And it's going to take me to, you know, success in my businesses and in our YouTube channel. And it's going to take me to having better people around me that are good for me and loving. And, you know, it's going to take me to places that I want to be. It's going to open up these doors of opportunities, because I'm not staying stagnant, but I'm moving forward. And sometimes when you get out of your comfort zone is when you really start to become successful. It's really the starting point when you open your first door, and that first door that you open is not only full of continuous and eternal success, but it also is that first door to you having everything that you've ever wanted, plus more, and living a happy life on our planet and being healthy. So sunscreen to me, with a little bit of goop, is actually an inspiration. It actually starts to inspire me to be a better person and to step out of my comfort zone. Because again, when you step out of your comfort zone, that's when you start to have all the fun and you start to attract all the things that you desire and you deserve on a continuous and an epic level. So I know probably babbled on about that a little bit. Thanks for listening to my spiel. That's why sunscreen is super important to me. I also go down here and I also do my hands, but just for the scope of the video, I'm just going to do that. You guys can see. And then I go in. I have a Welda chapstick. I have tried every chapstick probably in the world, just about every one of them. And usually I either get some kind of breakout around my lips, or it dries out my lips, or it just feels kind of cheap and shitty, to be honest with you. But the one that I use is Welda, and that is, I've been using it for years. This wonderful lady that had gorgeous lips. I was actually at Whole Foods looking for a new chapstick, the latest and the greatest. This was maybe like 8 to 9 years ago. And this beautiful lady, older lady, comes up and she goes, "Are you looking for a chapstick that are going to make you have lips like Angelina Jolie?" And I was like, yes, because I really want to have lips like Angela Jolie. She said, well, it's Welda. She said, I've been using this product for years and I never use lip injections. I've never had lip plumpers or anything. She's like, but it's kept my lips on point for years. She said, you can't go wrong with that one. She's like, that one, the Welda is amazing. So I bought it. The lady was not wrong. Every time I use it, it is fabulous. I've never had my lips feel more fabulous. They're a little bit dry and like sequita today because the weather change, it's cold and we have the heater and stuff. But the other thing that I found, the thing with the Welda is that it's not a gloss. It is a true chapstick and it dries down matte. So if you're looking for like, you know, like kiss me lips and like you know, like Valentine's Day all year. Then I like this Biossance because the Biossance has the squalene, you know, their signature ingredient. It has the rose and it's vegan, vegan lip balm, I guess, but it has the rose in it and says that it helps to nourish and visually, I can't say that word today, you guys, OMG, okay, visually plumps the lips. And so I have noticed that in the daytime, I don't use it at night. I like to use my Welda at night and throughout the day as a touch-up, but for, you know, make me look a little bit glamorous, I put this baby on every morning. So when I leave the house, I have shiny and kiss me lips. You know what I mean? This is super amazing. So I'm going to put this on. You can see I've used it quite a bit because I really have to kind of squeeze it to get the product out. But it nourishes, it plumps, it does everything that the product says it does on the package, which is very rare because sometimes you buy a product and it does nothing like it says. But this baby here does what it says it's going to do. So, and again, my lips are a little bit chappy and dry today. But anyway, so that, my lovely human beings on planet Earth and beyond, is my morning quickie skincare routine. You guys are probably like thinking this is not quick because the video is ridiculously long. But I don't really talk this much either. I just kind of grab it, do my intentions, you know, and it takes me maybe less than 5 minutes to do everything. It probably took me longer because I'm going over things, I'm talking to you guys, I'm getting off on tangents and, you know, kind of just giving you guys what I feel I want to make this video on. But literally it probably takes me about 5 minutes or less because then I don't have to, you know, explain everything. I just grab it to do my intention, grab it, do my intention, grab it, do my intention, put my sunscreen intention, lips, okay. Literally, it's like probably 5 minutes. Now, this next one is not a face one, but it is something that I really love. It, I think they're called coins. They're by a cosmetic company called Lush. And it's one of their charity coins, but this thing smells glorious and it feels glorious. It literally is one of my favorite products. It has a little paw indentation on this one, but I keep it in this because it keeps it fresh and it, you know, and clean. And I only use this stuff with clean hands. So before I did any of this stuff, I like washed my hands and then I came running over here after I washed my hands and face and didn't touch anything. Because you really want to make sure that everything you're doing is with clean hands. You don't want to be spreading like bacteria and like mollusks all over your face and your hands, right? You're kind of defeating the purpose if you don't wash your hands and you got all this, you know, like gunk on your hands and then so but yeah, I wanted to show this to you. I'm not going to apply it, but I just wanted to show this to you. It's like $2 for these little things, and I've spent tons of money on different lotions and things that are really expensive, and nothing has ever made me feel this happy with this you know, little $2 coin thing that they call it. So anyway, that is today's video, and I really enjoyed spending some chatting time with you about skincare and kind of how I do it and what I like to do for my rituals. Again, this usually takes a little bit, about 5 minutes or so, but for the scope of the video, I wanted to kind of go over certain things, talk to you guys, give you some, you know, maybe some vocal nourishment, encouraging you guys to step out of your comfort zone and really just becoming the best version of yourselves and having the best health in your life, optimal health and optimal success. So I hope that this video gave you some nourishment, maybe a little bit of encouragement to do them. Now I did say at the bottom of the video I would give you guys some alternatives because these are a little bit more expensive. But if you're on a budget or you know, have some financial stuff that's going on and you want to go a little bit more more affordable, you can use Cerave. For the face wash instead of the deep cleanse, you can use Cerave. They have a different color spectrum for moisture and oily and not oily and dry, so you might want to check that out. But I think a big bottle is like $14. A little smaller one is like 10. But it really does. I've used it myself, and you have that bottle for a very long time. So it's a great skincare that's more affordable. Is try out Cerave. And then an essence. If you can't, if you don't have the money for an essence to purchase, what I recommend is getting a spray bottle with distilled water in it. You can also get some flowers, some roses, clean off the rose petals, cook them, let them come dry, wash them off, and then stick them inside the bottle. That sometimes can be great, but you got to be very careful. If you don't know how to do it, you can actually grow bacteria, which is something you don't want. So for those of you that don't know how to do it, Google it, or don't do it at all, and just stick to the distilled bottled water. So get some distilled water, put the water straight into the spritzer, spray your face, and that becomes kind of like an essence. It's not going to have all the things of an essence, but it's just a little a cheaper way of kind of getting your pores prepped for the next steps. And then as an alternative for moisturizers, instead of using the Tatchas to go a little bit cheaper, I would go again to Cerave. Cerave has an amazing line of products, and I think Cerave, again, it has peptides in some of them and ceramides and all these other wonderful ingredients for the skin. You can also use La Roche, which I think La Roche might be a little bit more expensive, so stick to the Cerave if you're on a budget, and you want to just try out skincare for the first time, and you don't want to go and buy all this stuff and then not like it. So I think Cerave would be a great alternative to a moisturizer. So grab some Cerave. And then for a cheaper sunscreen, this is where it's going to get tricky for you guys. Sunscreen is not a fit-all kind of deal. Neither is any of these things, but especially sunscreen. Sunscreen is the hardest one to kind of make everybody happy, because there's white casts that can go on. There's greasiness that can stay for longer than 15 minutes. Sometimes it may be too strong or too sensitive for others and may not work the way it should, or around the eyes it can cause burning. So for me, the sunscreen, I cannot really recommend one, unless you tell me more about your skin, and maybe you could watch some videos with dermatologists and estheticians. But I can tell you 100% is no matter what sunscreen you use, you really can't go too wrong with it. It just has to be able to fit your skin type and your comfortability level. Going back to stepping outside of your comfort zone is, you don't want to go, oh, Crystle said to step out my comfort zone, and you have like sunscreen dripping all over the face and it's like totally goopy and burning your eyeballs out. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, sometimes sunscreen doesn't always, sit as well as we would like it to, like an essence or a moisturizer. It does stay a little bit more on top. If you rub it in, extra good, that's great. But sometimes if you're in a hurry and you don't, it can be a little bit, you can feel the texture. But sunscreens, that's gonna be harder. Now, what I would recommend, Biossance sunscreen is a little bit more pricey, but you might want to put in those extra dollars for a sunscreen that has a couple of extra things. Like for me personally, I like this one because I've tried cheaper ones, and those cheaper ones wore off a little quicker. They didn't feel very good on my skin. I actually felt like they kind of made my skin look older, if that makes any sense. This one has not as of yet. Hopefully they never change the formula, but this one actually acts as a moisturizer. So if you don't want to get a moisturizer and you just want to go from like a wash my face kind of girl and skip the essence, and you just want to do wash your face and sunscreen, this one I would recommend, because you're actually buying a 2-in-1. You're buying a sunscreen and a moisturizer. So that's why I say, if you're kind of looking for the first time, check this one out. But don't buy a big bottle, because if you go and buy a big bottle of Biossance and it doesn't work out for you, I don't want you to have, spent all your money on this and then it doesn't work. So what I would do is I would order a travel size and then, try it out for a week or two. Because then you're only spending, a little bit of money for 2-in-1 than separately. So cost effective, I think this might be one you can check out. Another one that you might want to check out is Copper Tone, and it's called Pure Clean. I think that's what it's called, Pure and Clean. I think that's a $10 bottle, and you can put it on your face and body, and that one is another one that I would highly recommend if you're going on a budget and don't want to get, you know, too bougie or fancy schmancy. So I hope that those alternatives for a budget will kind of be something that would help you out. And then as far as the lip gloss goes, Welda I think is like $6, and it's huge stick, so you know you can't go wrong. That's as budgety I think as it's going to get with the chapstick that works for me. But you can go with any chapstick really you want to try. And then as far as the gloss, if you guys are glossers like me and you like your lips to be, you know, just glamorous, I think this is like $10 or $14, but it is a huge tube, and like you have it for a very long time. So that's, I think this one's already cost effective. And then this little guy is $2 at Lush. So yeah, as far as that goes, that's my skincare spiel today. Getting out of your comfort zone, just being a better you, welcoming opportunities to come your way. I have a cup of water here, which I haven't drank yet, but I'm going to drink it. The reason I have my cup of water is because I always love to have a cup of water. Sometimes I have it in the video, sometimes I don't, but I want to talk about that. And this cup of water is also part of my skincare. Is I love to drink water all day and all night, but especially in the morning. When you get out of bed, you know, you're feeling a little sequita because, you know, you haven't had water because you've been sleeping. So just plain water is just something to, you know, part of my skincare that keeps it hydrated. And I also bless my water with good things too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I babbled. We probably went off topic. I probably, you know, took a huge long time explaining everything, but I really just wanted to sit down, have a fun chit chat with you guys, and not just feel rushed to put together a 5-minute video just so we, you know, we get something up on YouTube and get some views. Like, I really wanted intention in this video, and that's why it's long. Just like most of my videos are kind of long because I babble, but I babble with love and I babble with genuinity. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, again, give it a thumbs up because it helps the algorithm, and it just helps to open up more opportunity and doors for this channel to grow, which is something that I'm really excited to be doing with each of you guys, is to grow this channel. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. I love you guys. Celebrate all your wins and your victories, no matter how small or how big they might be. Know you are not alone because we love you on this channel. And yeah, down below, tell me about your skincare routine if you want to. Tell me a little bit about yourselves if you want to. And also, if you've never tried a skincare routine and you're trying it for the first time, tell me how it goes. Love you guys. Mwah. Namaste.